Founded in April of this year, the Z1 is Zuk's first smartphone. Haven't heard of Zuk? Well, it's a Lenovo-backed brand that's focused on online sales for the spec-hungry bargain seeker. Everyone these days seems to be coming out with a mid-range sub-brand, and with so many decent smartphones coming in at around the $300 mark, does the Z1 have what it takes to stand out and compete? Let's find out. This Mobile Geeks video is powered by Asus. The Zuk Z1 is 5.5 inches with a 1080p display. Under the hood, we have a Snapdragon 801 processor, which is the flagship processor from last year's season of handsets. But this doesn't mean that the performance suffers. We have a buttery smooth UI, and you'll have no issues with games either. We tried Asphalt 8 and it totally ran without a hitch. Including 3 GB of RAM really made a difference when switching between apps. You won't notice any lags or reloading. Located on the right and within easy reach, we have the volume and power buttons. There is a 3.5mm audio jack located on top. The phone does support dual SIM 4G, the SIM card tray located on the left-hand side. Sadly, like with most new handsets, there's no microSD card slot for expandable memory. If I'm being honest about the design, I can't say that I'm in love with it. It's pretty basic, and it does remind me a little bit of a Galaxy Note 3. The finish of the plastic on the back is glossy and feels cheap, but the only saving grace is really that it has this amazing stainless steel band around the outside. The fingerprint sensor is fast and reliable, except when I wanted to show off how fast and reliable it was. Pretty much every time I wanted to brag about it, it failed. But apart from those moments, it never missed a single step. On the bottom, we have a USB-C connector, which is great because you do get the fast transfer speeds and fast charge, but you won't be finding many USB-C cables in the wild if you do happen to run out of battery. The display is bright, clear, and vivid, and it comes with a live display mode where it customizes the brightness and colors to your surroundings. At night, it turns the display to a warmer, more eye-friendly hue. Overall, the display is good, the colors are vibrant, and the viewing angles are decent. But the ambient light sensor does need some work. The display often takes a few seconds to change brightness when you change lighting conditions. It's noticeable and quite irritating. When it comes to the software experience, it's not vanilla Android, but if you're looking for something similar, CyanogenMod is a community-built base Android firmware, and it's a very solid choice. It's essentially for nerds who want to customize everything. But if you're not a nerd and you don't want to customize everything, the default setting is extremely intelligent, and you will never have to dive into the back end of the settings if you don't want to. CyanogenMod 12.1 is designed to improve on the performance and reliability of Android. Now let's talk about the camera. Being honest, it is a bit of a letdown. The camera app is similar to the default Android camera app, so you don't have many options when it comes to manual or pro mode. It's even lacking a few tweaks such as photosphere and 360 panorama. It's functional, but if you plan on taking more pictures, you're going to have to download another app. And if smartphone photography is something you're really into, you're going to have to pick up another handset altogether. The camera takes okay photos in good lighting, but as soon as things aren't perfect, the photos kind of suck. Video quality is acceptable as long as you're constantly tapping the display to keep your subject in focus. The front 8-megapixel camera doesn't come with any extra features like you find on other smartphones, like beautification enhancements that smooths your skin. And the pictures actually seem slightly overexposed, resulting in a cooler tone that I didn't actually think was quite natural. Now for a big positive, the 4,100 mAh battery is outstanding. I was easily able to get a day and a half and maybe into 2 days without charging. Looking at call quality, to be honest, it isn't that great. On more than one occasion, I could barely hear the person on the other end. The performance is smooth, the fingerprint scanner is fast, and the battery life is long. But the camera is disappointing, and for about $150 more, the OnePlus 2 offers faster performance, a nicer design, and a better camera. But if you want to go something with a little bit cheaper, the Asus Zenfone 2 is $300 and offers similar performance with a way better camera. Still, the Z1 is a decent phone if you don't want to take many pictures, but I do have to say that they've gone for a category with steep competition, and they haven't done anything to really set themselves apart. If you like this review or have any questions, please leave us a comment. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. I'm your host, Nicole Scott for Mobile Geeks.